Airport. Miguel pumasok na para dito sa barangay kasama si Lohorn, Aguilar, Urbistondo, and JJ Helterbrand. Arwin Santos nagbalik na rin, pinagpahinga muna ang kanilang import na si Millsap, kasama niya si Lassiter who just put up a terrible shot. Andiyan din si Fajardo, Lanete, at etong si Chris Lutz. Pressure in the backcourt being applied here. Ayaw patanggapin itong point guard ng Brgy Ginebra. JJ na nagtawid ng bola. Japet over to Lohorn. Susukatin ulit. Ito si Junmar. Lohorn! No problem. And he picks up a personal on the big man.
Pinag-uusapan na lang dito, lakas ng katawan. You can see what happens. Every time bumabangga si Lohorn doon sa mga defenders, he's the one that carves up space, and he's the one that is getting points right now.
Out of the University of San Francisco, etong si Lohorn, as he completes that three-point play to re-establish a 4-point lead para sa Brgy Ginebra. Isang minuto lumilipas sa ating second quarter. Lutz on the attack, gets it over to Arwin. The 17-footer doesn't work. Arwin knew it. Tried to get his own rebound. Napunta na kay Barakel yung bola. Here comes Helterbrand. Urbistondo pleading for it. They go back to Matt. Jumping into trouble. Lanete on a 4-on-2. They go to Arwin underneath. And Santos delivers the 2 points.
So far, the running game of Petron, especially in the last 3 minutes, has done them well.
How important is this then na si Elijah Millsap nakaupo, napapalod niya yung kanyang mga kakampi, nag-iiba yung perspective niya, no?
But you know, Elijah Millsap has the better view or the better opportunity in today's game. Bakit? Kasi nakapaglaro na siya. He's already played, he already knows the style of the Philippines, he has a better grasp of what his teammates can do as well.
Lassiter looking for Junmar. Foul whistled here on Junmar Fajardo. Second personal for the top overall pick. Ayun ano, illegal pick. Pinamigay doon ni Fajardo.
We've seen 10 times worse picks than that though.
Lohorn na naman. Oh, Japet is there. Kala ko isasanampak na. Urbistondo puts it on the floor. Nakita si Barakel for the stretch.
All of a sudden, you know, you look at this team, 5 seconds on the part of Petron. You look at Brgy Ginebra, maybe about 3 conferences ago, maybe that 2 conferences ago, there was no depth in this team. Ngayon makikita mo, ang second unit nila palaban na.
Tama, si Mamaril nga, ano, ngayon palang papasok sa ball game na ito. As JJ rattles out on the 3, pero Mamaril keeps it alive. Brgy Ginebra has a fresh 24.
Defensive rebounds helping Brgy Ginebra in this quarter. That's already 2 in the first 3 minutes.
Mamaril, quick release on Arwin. Balik sa ani mga bante ng Ginebra. Lassiter has 2 guys on him. Hinahanap ng Petron yung libre. Lutz, iiwan para kay Arwin. Oh, forced to put up an air ball dahil nandito si Japet all over him.
Japet also becoming that X factor. On one end, he got a huge rebound, and here his length really bothering Arwin Santos. Si Arwin hindi sanay yan na pag tumalon siya, kami nakakasabay pa sa kanya.
Helterbrand once again kontra dito kay Lassiter. 12 seconds on the Ginebra shot clock. JJ launches it. Go, tapi ka ng bola. Junmar taps it over papunta kay Millsap. Elijah on the move. Barakel looking to recover. Sabi ni Junmar, inawakan ako ni Mamaril eh. Nagulangan yata yung bata doon.
And it was just timing. Wala sa timing si Millsap tsaka si Junmar. Junmar had a good steal quite early, pero tagal bago dumating yung bola sa kanya.
Helterbrand Jumps a pass to Japet. Behind nga lang yung pasa na yun.
Speaking of guys that, that hindi pa nga sinasabi natin, wala pa sa timing. Same case with Elijah and Fajardo. They haven't played or even practiced together for a long time. You can say the same thing when it comes to Japet Aguilar and most of his teammates.
Santos over to Millsap. Goes back over to Arwin. Japet on him. Arwin attacks. Binitbit. Oh, go. Everything but the shot sa pagkakataon na yun. Oh, what a crossover. Pero Lassiter, talagang he's been playing the lanes, just bothering the passes of Brgy Ginebra. Japet meets the pass, 10 segundo para makatira ang Ginebra. Urbistondo having some trouble with Lanete. Urbistondo, ando na naman si Lassiter. Pero yung haba ni Japet, nakakuha na naman yung possession. Parakael attacking the baseline. Is clobbered. Lassiter tagged with his first personal foul. Yan naman ito si Parakael, nasa free throw line for 2 shots. Mapapanood na din po ang PBA sa pinakabagong channel sa PayTV. Yan po ang Hyper. Please check with your local cable operators for availability. Tenorio back on the floor. Pinagpahinga si Urbistondo. Parakael stretches the Ginebra lead up to 8. Mapapa-timeout si Coach G and the rest of Petron. Petron Blaze might be behind by 8, but the biggest highlight we've seen so far ay nanggaling sa kanilang import na si Elijah Millsap. Kaya naman yan ang ating Photon Strong Drive, brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Makibalita nga muna tayo kay Miss Erica Padilla.
According to Coach G kanina, the biggest task for him ay ang baguhin ang individualistic mindset ng players to a team concept that will maximize their talents by focusing on chemistry. It's a big task because he needs to be able to define the roles ng bawat isa at ng coaches as well to get everybody on the same page to win the first win.
Thank you, Erica.
Yeah, tough thing para dito sa Petron is they've been through a ring of coaches in the past 2 years. Palit sila ng palit. So even the players, they don't have that continuity.
Petron with the leather here. Millsap goes all the way. Back-to-back hits by the Blaze Boosters brings them to within 4.
Well, we can see so far in this game, every time a coach has called a timeout, the players have responded well. Kanina Ginebra, ngayon kanina ulit Petron, and now again Petron. Every time there's a timeout, they get into decent runs.
Pero yung na-quote ni Erica, no, nang hinahanap nga ni Coach Gina, huwag masyadong individualistic etong Blaze Boosters, and yung pagde-define ng rules, yun yung sinasabi ng mga taga-Petroniverse na hinahanap nila for the last couple of conferences.
And Coach G has been there. He's been there when all the coaches have come and go. So nakita niya na yun. But up to now, yun pa rin naman na nagiging problema nila. Because when you look at this lineup, it's one of the, if not the best lineup right there. Dinagdag mo pa si Japet, and you know that this is going to be on the other side, dinagdag mo naman si Japet para sa Brgy Ginebra. But going back to Petron, they are a strong team.
40-34 is the score. Ginebra abante by 6 points. Nangangalahati na po ang ating second quarter. Kabagnot may tangan ng bola. Gets it to Lassiter. Outside shot doesn't work. Nawala na yung bola. Tinulak pa ni Mamaril si James.
Couple of bad misses para kay Lassiter. Kanina, that's 2 air balls already.
Tenorio on the move. Naiwan ng bagya si Kabagnot. They go to Parakael. 6 seconds na lang natitira sa shot clock ng Ginebra. Parakael bothered by Millsap. Kakiwa misses on that one.
Gotta give credit to the individual and team defense of Petron doon sa pagkakataon na yan. Yung offense, ng Ginebra really had nowhere to go because of all the ball pressure.
Anong napapansin nating iba sa depensa? If we're not mistaken, the defensive coach now is consultant Purvis para dito sa Petron.
Defense is just a mindset. Very early on when your legs are fresh, it's easy to be really hard defensively and tough defensively.
Arwin picks it up and puts it in. Aba sa 4 ang hinahabol dito ng Petron. 5 minuto bago tayo bumalik sa Sports 5 Center with Rico Lili, Richard Del Rosario, and our special guest, Big Bo Belga. Mamaril took the contact, inagis na lang. Pumasok pa yung tira.
Hasn't been a good day para kay Junmar Fajardo. He's not getting anything there on the offensive end. Defensively, kinuskoran pa siya ng mga bantay niya.
Nakanakaw pa dito si Barakel. It's a 4-on-2. They look for Japet underneath and he delivers the 2 points.
And you see, LA is one of those guys that practiced a lot with Japet. So nakikita niya kung saan pupunta sa Japet, has a better realization on what Japet needs.
Tatlong araw pa nga lang ito si LA at si Japet nakakapag-ensayo sa Barangay Ginebra, pero sila magkasama nung nasa national team sila. Barakael misses on the 3.
Pretty fast-paced game, ha? Wala tayo masyado mga stoppages. Both teams just attacking.
Not much fouls called as well as Lassiter nakuha niya yung bounce this time around. Ganun lang, naka-double digit na rin. Ito si Marshall Lassiter now with a total of 10 points. Kagiwa goes to his left. Bounces it out papunta kay Mamaril, who loses it. Lassiter gets it to Millsap. Sige, na lang na. Indakdak sa pagkakataong yon. 44-40 is the score. Petron now within 4 points as we take another look at that sweet-looking jam mula dito kay Elijah Millsap. Timeout muna para sa Barangay Ginebra. Ito si Marshall Lassiter has now scored 6 of his 10 points here in the second quarter, and he's done it in a variety of ways, Jason.
He's an inside-out type of guy, can play defense, can play offense, and the nice thing about him, like you said, the variety is, hindi mo siya pwedeng, you can't stick to him because he can drive, but also he is a dead shot for 3-point range as well. No, not today. Dalawang air ball na yan.
Kagiwa, di madagdagan yung kanyang total. Mark actually scored 7 in quarter number 1. Mababalik lang naman niya dito sa second quarter. Lowhorn back on the floor against Kramer. Si Lowhorn has been slowed down somewhat mula nung pumasok si Kramer dahil binanggit mo na nga, si Junmar has been having a rough night both on offense and defense.
Actually, he just got back into the game, speaking of Lowhorn, and he should be fresh right now.
Tenorio over to Lowhorn. Loses the leather that time around. Ito na si Cabagnot over to Lassiter. He launches another 3. He's palinghado talaga doon as Ellis nagmamadali kumakaripas, wanting that highlight reel.
But he missed Mark Kagiwa. Mark Kagiwa was wide open on the right side. Kasi bumibuelo siya. Sometimes pag bumibuelo ka, you look at the ball instead of looking up.
Tenorio bebuelo rin dito ng pasa. Kagiwa down low to Lowhorn. Lowhorn nahirapan, lalabas kay Kagiwa. 10 to shoot. Kagiwa finding Wilson. He's fouled by Millsap.
And I think right now when you see that post up of Lowhorn, I think the defensive coaches or the coaches of Petron figured out one thing about Lowhorn, that all players have weaknesses at the post, even if they're at the post. Lowhorn, most of his shots have been going to his right, even in the post. So you can see Doug has been closing out yung balik niya sa kanan, kaya he's forced to kick it out.
Let's see how Dior adjusts to what Kramer has been dealing him as Wilson splits. Panik sa 5 ulit ang abante ng Ginebra. Just over 2.5 minutes natitira sa ating second quarter. Cabagnot surveys, gets it over to Lassiter. Hinahanap nila si Millsap dun sa poste. Taken away by Wilson. Tenorio running with Lowhorn. Nando sa kaliwa, eto si Kagiwa. Ellis now shifting directions. Finishes with a left hand.
was good ball movement on the part of Ginebra. You know, they had the initial break. Napigil yun ng Petron, but they didn't stop. Trailer was Ellis, and he was able to finish hard.
2-minute warning para sa ating first half. 3-pointer on the way. Millsap matalas. Kramer couldn't keep it alive. Tenorio on a 3-on-2. Bigla na lang di teardrop.
Ginebra looking good so far, already with 49 points on their offense because they're playing a lot faster now. Kita mo, mas very efficient yung offense nila.
Santos for 3. Arwin no. Kagiwa taps it over to Tenorio. LA is fouled.
And the foul, number 13, Washington Lesser, penalty, that's his 7th.
So LA Tenorio just moments ago scored his first basket of the game. Will through to the line dahil penalty na ang Petron. Wala pang team foul ang Barangay Ginebra. Itong Petron nasa penalty na.
That's actually yung napanggit nga natin ang bilis ng takbo ng laro because not a lot of calls have been called. Actually, fouls for the entire game, for the entire half. And then for Petron, only 10. Tama na yung mga offensive to.
LA splits, good enough for a 10-point lead para sa Barangay Ginebra. Na-re-establish na naman nila yung biggest lead of the game. Millsap on the right, gets it over sa bagong pasok na si Deutschman. Cabagnot on the move, should count. He will through to the line for a bonus.
I'm sure that's not the way that Willie Wilson had planned that foul because he knew he was beaten and he wanted to give up that foul. He was just hoping that Alex was not going to get continuation.
Cabagnot rattles home the free throw. Baba sa 7 ang abante ng Ginebra. 5 points in the contest para dito kay Alex. Tenorio through a low horn pick. Sees a crack in the defense. LA makes him pay!
The other thing that Lowhard does is, ang laki niya. Pag siya nagbigay ng screen, takes you a while to recover.
Sayo ng iikutan mo, no? As Deutschman is bottled up. Cabagnot forces it up and in! Wala nang 1 minuto natitira sa ating first half. Tenorio going toe-to-toe with Cabagnot. Kramer now switches out on him. LA to Wilson. Kagiwa back over to Wilson. He attacks the baseline. Wilson's in trouble. LA has 6 to work with. LA wanting to attack. 2 to shoot. Here's a long one. Naputokan sila ng 24. Tagal dumating nung pick nung hiningi neto ni LA as we take another look at his sneaky shot from earlier on na binawian naman ni Cabagnot sa kabilang dulo. Petron looking for the last shot of the first half. Cabagnot has 5 to work with. One of many fouls to give para sa Ginebra.
Substitution, JJ Helderman for Marco Neal.
30-second timeout requested here by Coach G. 3 foul pa pwede pamigay dito ng Barangay Ginebra bago sila mamigay ng free throw. Kaya si Coach G wanting to map out their next attack. As we thank our radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock, at ang ating mga kapatid over at DZSR 918 Sports Radio. Nico Ramos and Chicky Reyes with a call of tonight's action. Boss Willie Marshall and our good Commissioner Attorney Chito Salud. Always nakatutok sa lahat ng aksyon at sinuklian ni Coach Aton ng 30-second timeout din. Itong 30-second timeout ni Coach G para makapagsab sila na mas marami, Tandaan natin, Sports 5 Center is coming up after the next 5.3 seconds of basketball. Tinabi mo na ba yung pagkain?
Kasama pa yung nabigay kay Bo. yung pagkain ko.
Ewan ko, baka wala ka ng dinner mamaya. Nakain na ni Big Bo. Tignan natin mamaya kung umunguya-nguya pa si Bo at the house. Si Big Bo Belga po ang ating special guest. Nakakasama ni na Kuya Miko and Coach Richard. Just over 5 seconds remaining here. Kapagnot wanting to go quick at bago pa makatanggap, ito si Lassiter. Nagkabuhol na sila ni Helterbrand.
Holder foul on number 13, JJ Helterbrand, and serves the foul on Brgy Ginebra.
Inbound from the other sideline. Sakto 3 segundo natitira sa ating second quarter. Deutschman puts it up. Deutschman couldn't deliver. And that'll do it for the first 24 minutes of action. 52-45 ang nasa ating talaan. Brgy Ginebra magbabaon ng 7 puntos na kalamangan. Sports 5 Center is coming up. Pagkatapos nun, ibe-breakdown na ni Jason Webb ang ating first half. Tutok lang dito sa IBC 13.